Okay, this is the 2-box Drumit 5 demo video. Comes with this gig bag. Not installed right now. There's one extra drum pad, which you could have as a 4th tom, and then I had a side snare pad, which I was using as either piccolo snare or cowbell, or you can set it up for whatever you like. You can set it up to trigger something in a MIDI or on a laptop as well in Ableton. Here's the brain. Let's look at that really quick. So if you can see, it's tough. There we go. You can click on any instrument and roll through these files, and looks like there's 45 tom drums on here. There's a varying amount of instruments per pad that come preloaded. I believe it comes with 100 kits, so you can just roll through kits and choose one that you like. I've got a custom kit on number 1, so I've chosen the instruments that I prefer. So let's snare, for instance. I like this Nashville snare, and you can roll through all the different snares, and you can set the tuning, you can set the level, if you want the snare lower in the mix, etc., etc. So that's very nice. It's a pretty customizable kit. On the back, if you want to use it with headphones, you're going to need one of these 1/4-inch adapters. But we have a lot of outputs. If you want to output to PAs and monitors, you can have line in if you want to play to music, which is what I do most of the time. Right now I'm using the headphone out to go to the bass amp, so the sound is not the best through my crappy bass amp, but it's pretty great on the headphones, and it's really nice and clear if you're using it for recording. Here's where you would put your 4th tom drum in if you wanted, and you could have a couple more what's it called, outputs like that. I would put my side snare on there and then just map it to a snare drum afterwards. So as far as the kit goes, let's grab some sticks here. I've got it set up with hi-hat, obviously. And there's this little device down here. Notice this. This will come with the hi-hat, and that's what allows it to get the closed sound. And this is actually my personal hi-hat stand. It will come with this hi-hat stand right here. Kind of hard to see. There we go. And that will frame mount as well. But all right. All the cymbals are 3-zone. So you can map the individual zones on the computer. I've got like ride cymbal, for instance. Got my bell. Crash ride. When you mute, you just have to pinch the edge. The way these work is that there's a bunch of like steel ringlets on there, and you just have to stop them from vibrating, and you've muted it. It works pretty well. I'll move on to that. I'll fix that in a minute. Got this as a China cymbal right now, but you can change everything. Like, if that's a little bit too low pitched for me, I can turn that down or turn that up. Adjust it a little bit. That's better. And the volume's a little high, so I can lower that. So, and here's the bass. The drums are multi-zoned as well, and you can these are just standard lug nuts, so if you want the feel of your own heads, you can put your own heads on it. These are the stock mesh heads. I like them. They've got really good bounce, and you can adjust the tension on them. So these are multiple zone drums. The snare drum, you get a classic snare drum hit. It's all sample based. So you'll get dynamics. We do have a rim sound, and you can combine the two to get that kind of rim shot snare effect. And then I've mapped a cowbell here. So you can do like... And playing beats is going to be a little difficult for me right now without a tripod setup, but let me see what this looks like. This is difficult. All right. Let's maybe show you how you can also use it as kind of a drum machine, like. Anyway, one-handed, this is pretty awkward. This bass drum pedal was not going to be included, but I might make an allowance for that if you need a pedal. It is part of a couple double pedal systems, but I have enough stuff where I could maybe let it go. You will get this bag. You'll get all the cables you'll need and more. And yeah, that's about it. This is the 2-box Drumit 5. It's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed playing with it, but it's time to sell it because my rent's going up.